Yo, what's going on, guys? McGwiggle110 here, bringing you another video. In this one, we had a top 5 Movembers to invest in for different team of the years. So I don't have 5 for like each team of the year, so EA every year does 4 different team of the years. They do a community, an under 23, a defensive, and an offensive. So community team of the year is cards in HUT that have not been upgraded throughout the entire year. So last year, some examples were Nikita Kucherov. I believe Corey Schneider was the goalie. Tyler Toffoli was one. Bobby Ryan. Hoffman was there. So how they do it for community, anyways, they do all the cards that have not been upgraded throughout all the year, and they get the community to vote on them. So they go to the EA forums. They get everybody from the community to vote on who they want to get in the team of the year, in the community team of the year, anyways, and then they put them into the team of the year. Yeah, so they do 4 different ones, 4 lines, 3 defensive lines, and then 2 goalies. So it's different. Offensive team of the year, they do 4 NHL lines, or they might do 3 NHL lines, and then usually do the last line or the last 2 lines either as European or CHL or AHL. They might even do ECHL this year, which will be interesting to see. So I have 5 different ones. I believe one of them is in community team of the year. One of them is under 23. One of them is offensive. One of them is under 23, and the other one is under 23 or offensive. So he falls under both of them. So I'm gonna list it from number 5 until number 1. Number 1 being the number 1, which will get you best value and who I think is gonna get in it. But starting off at number 5, this card is gonna be elder for community team of the year, and that is Dylan Larkin. So I wasn't expecting his price to be what it is right now. So he's going for about 90K. I bought him for, I believe it was 70 or 75 2 days ago. So I would definitely suggest holding off on this one. But another reason why this card's so expensive is because obviously like he's young. There's hype around him. He could also fall under 23, but he won't get one. I don't think he got any type of upgrade last year besides his flash forward card. I believe that was the only upgrade, so I don't think he got like a player of the game or a milestone or anything like that. But anyways, one of the reasons why this card is such high value, even just for a base card, is that obviously people figured out that he's like people would want a team of the year Larkin. You know, he has really good synergies, Wicked Wrister, Speedster, Team Wheel. He already has good speed anyways. He's a really good base card anyways. And with those synergies, it really helps him out. But once again, if he doesn't get an upgrade throughout the year, he's definitely, I think, 100% guaranteed for community team of the year because people love Dylan Larkin in real life. You know, obviously he came onto the scene last year in the All Star game. Oh yeah, he had an All Star game card last year, and he did make the All Star game this year, which is a good thing for Movember investors because if he did, he would probably win the fastest skater again, unless McDavid would probably win it this year, but definitely I still think is a good investment to make. I think he'd be up. Like, I can't wait to see the team of the year synergies, what they do for them. They might have absolutely ridiculous ones. But with a card like this that already has good synergies, I think you could easily double your profit on this. So I'd say if he does get the team of the year, so if he doesn't get any upgrades throughout the year, I'd say this card is easily 175 to a 200K card. Easily. Alright, coming in at number 4, we have Movember John Gibson. This is a card that was pretty cheap for most of the year, 30 to 40K. And this was one I said, I think I made a video on it even like when this card first came out. I said it's a 50-50 chance between this and Matt Murray for under 23 team of the year. It's a coin flip, I think. Now it says that he's 23, but EA will still give it to him. It's 23 and under, pretty much, not under 23. Should probably reword it to 23 and under team of the year. So he just got a team of the week 20 minutes ago. So it's 8:20 right now. Team of the week just came out 20 minutes ago. I will show you that, but he's going for about 50K right now. The one bad thing with goalies to invest in is synergies is a big deal with goalies. Synergies is a really big deal with goalies. So I definitely think so. Like, what does this one have? Two for long range bombers and two for team shot blocking. So there's this team of the week. He just got it. But once again, like his Movember doesn't have team wheel. It doesn't have like really good synergies. But nonetheless, it's still a card that would be high rated. So he hasn't. So his top is 87 rated right now. I'd probably say if he did get it, he'd be like a 92, 93. I don't know if EA is gonna give a +5 or +6 to the team leader cards this year, but what does he have? He has one for long range bombers and one for team shot block. So his team of the week actually has better synergies than the Movember, which is kind of a pain, but yeah, I think he's a pretty much guaranteed for under 23 team of the year. Matt Murray's been more of a backup role, so I think next year Matt Murray's pretty much automatic unless Vasilevsky has a really good year. But just because John Gibson's the starter, Matt Murray might have better stats than him in real life, but I definitely think they'll give it to Gibson 100%. And as you can see, the cheapest one up is about 50K right now. I'd say he'll probably stay around that until the Team of the Year hype does get to him. So, still definitely a really good card right now, especially looking for kind of a cheaper goalie and obviously an investment to make. So, about 50K for John Gibson is pretty good. So, what's the total at right now? Who did we do first? We did Larkin, he's going for about 90. So right now it costs you about 140K to get these cards. Now obviously there are two big ones to come out and then one cheap one. I'm gonna say that there's two expensive ones coming up and then one cheap one, which I think is gonna be the best investment. The cheap one is gonna be the best investment, I promise you. But on to number three. On to number three. As you can see, it's a very, very expensive one. Connor McDavid Movember. Now I have all of these Movembers. I have a McDavid, I have two John Gibsons actually, and I have a Larkin in my collection already. And then the other two I'm gonna show you, I already have one of them, and I have two of the number ones. So McDavid, the cheapest one up is about 480, about 485, 488. So this one's gonna be some coinage. Wicked Wristers, Speedsters, and Tape to Tape are his synergies. Already has a 91 overall card, so obviously still he's gotten 3 upgrades with the year already. An Unreal card right now, obviously. So this is for big time spenders. So I showed kind of two cheaper ones, and I'll have another cheaper one. But these next two are gonna be for people that have a lot more coins. So your average hop player might not be able to afford these next two coming up. But the other two I think are pretty reasonable and anyone should be able to get them as long as they play Hut. But I mean, if you have the coins, McDavid's I think he's still first in scoring. He'll have a 96, 97 team of the year with ridiculous stats. 99 skating, I'd probably say 99 skating, probably 97 shooting, 99 hands, 95 defense, 99 acceleration, 99 speed with speedsters and wicked wristers and tape to tape. Especially to give us team of the year team wheel, it's gonna be really expensive. So he's going for about I probably round up to 500K, but you could probably get him for like 475, 460 around there. Especially like this isn't a very good time to buy. Like it's prime time Hut. It's like yeah, it's like 25 after 8, so just 25 minutes after Team of the Week has come out. There's a lot of people on right now. Wait until like the nighttime, like if you can 1, 2 a.m. or early in the morning to buy some of these cards because then they'll be more expensive because people put them up for cheaper. They want them to sell overnight. And yeah, so this one was just listed for 485 about 15 minutes ago, about 17 minutes ago actually. But it looks like 485 is going to be the price for McDavid, but I think this is a very good investment for the coins you'll make back. Like easily a 700K card right here once he gets his team of the year. And he's guaranteed it because he's eligible. This is why I said this eligible for offensive and under 23. So we don't have a defensive one because defensive is kind of like up in the air, I would say, of who's going to get it. Just because there's like people like obviously like Bergeron, Taves, and Kopitar that might get it, but like you can't predict the defensive team of the year, you know. But I think this is a really good investment for your coins for your big time spenders. On to number 2, we have Movember Brad Marchand. So this is a card I picked up a couple days ago for about 320k. Last month this card was going for about 200k. Then he went on an absolute tearing spree. He's shot up to about 360, about there. You could probably get him for 360 now, probably even cheaper, because he just got another team of the week. He had a team of the week last week, and he's got another one this week. So he had a 91 last week, and he has a 92 this week. And another really big reason why I like this card, offensive team of the year. And if he continues on this hot streak, he's already going to the All-Star game. Pretty much everybody that went to the All-Star game last year got some type of card. They got some type of card. I definitely think this guy will be getting more upgrades throughout the year. And if he keeps up his hot streak, I think he's tied for 5th or 6th in league scoring right now. Like, he obviously had like the Yankee had like a hat trick and 2 assists sometime last week. He has like 20 points over the last 2 weeks. He's been tearing it up in real life. If he keeps up his hot streak, I think he'll get in team of the year. But if he kind of slows down like people are expecting him to, it this is probably the most risky one out of the bunch, but it could also be the most rewarding. Synergy-wise, offensive juggernaut, defensive responsibility, and team wheel. So that's another reason why you'd want to invest in this guy, because of the team wheel synergy. Plus, he already has a sick card, like 92 overall, 93 skating, 93 shooting, 91 hands, 92 checking, 90 defense. So 90 everything in this card except for fighting skill and face-offs and discipline. An unreal card. He's fast, he's short, he's agile. If he gets a team of the year, this card will be unreal. But on to number 1, and this card I've been preaching since the Movembers came out, that this is going to be the best investment you will make all year, and this is Aaron Ekblad. The cheapest of the bunch. Yes. For 40k, 45k. Like, you can pick him up right now for 40. Ekblad is the reason why Florida is not in a bottom 5 position. I'd say him and Barkov, it's still his base card, so he is also still eligible for community, which I think is ridiculous that he hasn't gotten some type of upgrade. I know he hasn't had like a crazy point night yet. It's like 3 assists or something for a defenseman would be good, but even if he does get upgraded throughout the year, under 23 team of the year, I think is a lock for this guy. Like, Klingberg's not eligible for it anymore defensively. Like, he got one last year. The top line I would probably say is going to be like Renewski and Ristolainen, and I'd probably say it's going to be Ekblad and Morgan Riley on the second line. Just because he might not put up a lot of points, but he's just so important to Florida, and he's going to be the next best defenseman in this league. Like, former first overall pick, already doing such great things in Florida. Plus, he's still eligible for community, so even if he doesn't get an upgrade anytime soon, come team of the year, people would want this card. So he has 2 chances right now of getting in team of the years I think are dead locks for him. I've been telling people this since Movembers came out. Invest in Ekblad. He's like 35 to 40k. He doesn't have the best synergies, I'll say that. Heavy hitters, shot blocking, team shot blocking, and I always forget what just the regular T1 is, but I know he's just a base card right now, but this is like, you have to wait with these Movembers. Like, if you have a John Gibson or a Marchand and they just got a team of the week, wait. Especially with these lower rated ones, you really have to wait with them. Especially like someone like an Ekblad. Another one I was gonna include was Bo Horvath, but he's in between Ekblad and Larkin's price, so he's another one. He's going to the All-Star game, so there's a potential upgrade for him. I don't think he'll get an under 23, but Vancouver fans would go nuts for a team of the year Horvat. I would tell you that much. So definitely Bo Horvat is another option. He's going for about 65, 70k, I think. But I'm probably gonna buy more Ekblads as the year goes on. I'm probably gonna have like I want to try and get 10 of them, so that'll be a 400k. He'll easily double in price, I think, if he gets one. Like 80k at least for a Team of the Year Ekblad with okay synergies, I would say. Definitely, like 92, 93 overall Ekblad for 80k. People will jump on that so quick. So I definitely think Ekblad will be getting an under 23. And if he doesn't get an upgrade throughout the year, community is almost certain. So hopefully this video will help you guys. Sorry for the shitty commentary in this video. I don't know what's going on. I can't focus tonight, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this investment video kind of helped you. I've made more investment videos in the past and how to make coins and stuff, so definitely go and check them out on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in this video. Peace.